Good morning, Bacon Academy. Coming up on today's show, the election of the next pope begins. 3,000 dead pigs have mysteriously appeared in a Chinese river, and reality TV may be going to Mars. All that and more now on the Bacon Academy Student News. Today is Tuesday, March 12th, 2013. I'm Bernie Denler.
And I'm Matt McAllister.
The school's Star Search Talent Competition is set to take place in the school auditorium tomorrow at 7 p.m. The event, which is hosted annually by the junior class, will be hosted by Jake Slomsky and Tommy Nickerson. This year's judges include Mr. Mal, Miss Simison, and Miss Tamasitis. Admission to the event is $8, but juniors can get in for $5.
Students looking to participate in the National Teen Tech Week party in the LMC on Friday must sign up in advance. The party will give students a chance to hang out, play Wii games and CNET, and eat snacks. Further details are available in the LMC with Miss Marquisio.
Police in Norwich have issued a silver alert for a 64-year-old missing woman. The woman, Laura Picello Shelby, who was reportedly last heard from after 4 p.m. yesterday, is said to be about 5'5" with brown hair. The silver alert system ensures that law enforcement begins searching immediately for individuals reported missing who are 65 or over, or who may be mentally impaired, serving a similar function as the Amber Alert does for missing children.
Turning to national news, 3 Navy flyers were killed Monday when their jet crashed in Washington state. The flyers were on a training mission from Naval Air Station Whidbey Island, flying an EA-6B Prowler, an older type of plane in use since 1968, which is finally being phased out. The names of the 3 dead flyers are being withheld for now, and the cause of the crash is not yet clear.
6 Ohio teens were killed in an SUV crash after the vehicle flipped over and rolled into a pond, where it immediately filled with water. 2 other boys who were also in the vehicle managed to smash out a rear window and escaped, and appeared to have suffered only minor injuries. They have since revealed that the SUV being driven had in fact been stolen. Among the dead were 1 19-year-old, 2 14-year-olds, and 3 15-year-olds. None of them were wearing seatbelts.
A judge on the New York Supreme Court has dismissed New York City's new ban on large sugary drinks. The ban, which would have stopped the sale of sugary drinks greater than 16 ounces in the city, was challenged by a group of business associations who believe that the city does not have the legal right to implement such regulations. But New York City Mayor Michael Bloomberg has stated that they will appeal the judge's decision, citing studies that show 60% of adults in New York City and 40% of its schools' children are overweight or obese.
In world news, today begins the Papal Conclave, a meeting of 115 cardinals held in Vatican City to elect the next pope. The election is held in the Sistine Chapel, where they will be locked in until the selection process is complete. No cameras, cell phones, or other communication devices will be allowed in the room as the vote takes place. The only sign of the process ongoing indoors will be periodic puffs of smoke from the chapel. Black smoke indicates that no pope has been selected. White smoke indicates success. Choosing the next pope is not, however, as simple as merely taking a single vote, as a 2/3 supermajority is required. Many rounds of voting may be necessary before the cardinals can come to a consensus on who should be chosen to lead the world's 1.2 billion Catholics.
United Nations human rights investigators are claiming that the Syrian government is turning to local militias to commit mass killings during the continuing Syrian political uprising. The use of such militias to carry out massacres makes it hard to attribute the deaths directly to the nation's government, but investigators say that the killings appear to have been carried out in a way that indicates the militia members had received formal training. 20 specific massacres were investigated prior to the filing of the report, which the regime of President Bashar al-Assad is denying. Since the revolution began almost 2 years ago, more than 70,000 people have died in Syria. 1 million have fled as refugees, and another 2.5 million have been displaced within their own country.
North Korea has declared the armistice in the 1953 Korean War invalid. The United States and South Korea are arguing that the armistice cannot actually be canceled by any single party to it, but ultimately, whether or not the action is legal is irrelevant. Regardless of the legality of the North's declaration, they have made it clear that they do not intend to honor the agreement, raising fears that North Korea, under the leadership of 30-year-old Kim Jong-un, may be planning an attack against the South.
The U.S. and South Korea have begun conducting joint military exercises in preparation for such an attack, and the U.S. imposed further sanctions on the North. North Korea's government is claiming that they have ended armistice in response to other sanctions imposed by the United Nations after the country conducted a series of nuclear tests.
3,300 dead pigs were found floating in China's Huangpu River, which flows through Shanghai, leading to serious concerns that the city's drinking water may be contaminated. Sanitation workers in the city have reportedly removed all of the carcasses, but concerns among Chinese citizens remain, despite claims from the government that water quality has not been affected by the 3,000 dead pigs floating in the water, although the river was tested positive for porcine circovirus, which officials claim cannot spread to humans. The Chinese government has been facing growing criticism for its handling of environmental and health affairs.
And in science news, authorities in Florida have announced that a deadly bloom of algae, known as the red tide, has killed a record 174 manatees so far this year along the state's Gulf Coast. The organisms responsible for the red tide secrete a toxin upon death, which makes manatees in particular sick. The deaths are especially concerning given that the species has been facing extinction for years. The cause of this deadly red tide is unknown. In some cases, red tides occur naturally, while coastlines such as Florida's coast are prone to red tides as a result of water pollution and human activities which cause the water to become nutrient loaded.
The Netherlands nonprofit organization known as Mars One has officially signed a contract with Arizona-based Paragon Space Development Corporation to begin designing life support and spacesuit systems. The contract represents a major step forward for Mars One, which plans to land 4 astronauts on the surface of the red planet in 2023 and plans to foot the bill for the $6 billion mission with a global reality television event with cameras following the astronauts from their selection to their early years as humanity's first ever interplanetary colonists.
Finally, a NASA Space Telescope has spotted a new star system just 6.5 light years away from Earth. While this might seem like a massive distance, the pair of newly discovered brown dwarf stars is actually the 3rd closest star system to us.
That's all for today. Join us again tomorrow for more school, local, U.S., and world news.
And remember, you can catch us online too at youtube.com/BA Student News.